Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. I might change the scenery. There's a lot of flies in the house right now. But this is a story time, and I'm kind of being nudged to just acknowledge how far I've come before I take on what's next. I still have a lot of really big plans. But I'm being asked to stop and think about how many of my goals I've already met, and think about just how far I've come and the things that I've overcome. And I'm doing it publicly because it's a challenge for me. If I don't make a video, I won't do it, honestly. This channel is all about accountability for me and other things. Anyway, so when I just heard this message to like acknowledge how far you've come, I thought about when I was postpartum and I was packing up my whole house. I mean, I was packing like during pregnancy too, because I knew like I'd have to get out of there eventually. But there was this one time in particular that I was calling around to homeless shelters here in Arizona. I was still in LA. Women's shelters, domestic violence shelters, domestic abuse shelters. And just absolutely sobbing. I remember one time I had to get a hotel for me and Niall. I remember I stayed at my friend Khadijah's spot. She was in college, so it was a dorm, so I could only stay a couple days, and then we got kicked out. That was all winter right before we moved. So we moved to Arizona in March of 2020. But even before that, that challenge, you know, my biggest feat before becoming a mother was the mental health shit. Was being incarcerated and being medicated out of my mind, quite literally, and reclaiming my power and going off of everything and retaining a fucking master's degree while doing it. I'm very proud of that. I mention it often because it was really badass, okay? I think that was one of the times, like, that was dope. But even before that, there were times, like, you know, going back and finishing my undergrad after I had been incarcerated. I'm really proud of myself, but like I did need to do this because I haven't thought about this shit in a long time. I'm blushing. And I've done a lot of it alone, you know. I've had friends here and there, but I don't have a consistent group of friends because I move a lot, and you know, I don't have friends that I treat my friends like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have people who think of me out of the blue and will message me like I do. And I don't really do it anymore because I think it's creepy. Now, I think people think that's creepy, but like I just think that's, you know, I treat others the way I want to be treated, and I never had people do that. And I think it's nice, you know. I would love for people to just message me out of the blue, but a lot of people message my mother, and we are in no contact. And we haven't been in we've been no contact for like 4 months, 5 months, and I do not care. I feel good. She was really draining my energy, and I knew that because I went no contact with her when I moved to Arizona. I remember I called her because I was like driving the U-Haul, and that was the first time I had talked to her in a while, and then I was like, ugh, I can't do this, ew. But anyway, the story isn't about her, it's about me. You know, don't get me wrong, she helped me a lot, financially, really. But I believe that's like a mother's duty, you know? That's kind of one of the reasons that I have land and am so adamant about making sure that Niall has a home, a forever home, especially with his special needs, with his father's, you know, lifestyle, I guess is the word. It's super important to me to provide a home that he can always come home to, you know, and that's why I bought the land, which is another feat. And I remember before I bought that land, before we moved to Arizona, like I said before, like when we were in the hotel, I don't mind the flies. I don't know why they're so bad. I think it's the last like hot weekend or something, because they are so bad outside, it's disgusting. But you know, when I was staying in Khadijah's dorm room, when I was calling the homeless shelters, and when I was trying to find housing in Arizona, and then I made like you know, a state move during the pandemic, like in the very beginning of like lockdown or quarantine. I remember when I got to Arizona, Khadijah was like, you moved during a pandemic, you can do anything. And I think about that so much. Like, just so you know, Khadijah was one of the best friends. We don't really talk here and there. But just in that moment of my life, it was absolutely priceless. It was the best gift to have a friend like that. I love you so much. Got me through so much. And yeah, I've healed a lot. And like, I don't really like gloating, you know. I would prefer to share my experiences and my overcomings in a more interpersonal and one-on-one conversation, like when someone else is going through something hard. That's why I like to support folks with what they're doing with, you know, the sessions and stuff. It's a lot easier for me to share those things on that level, because it's just like, you know, I know you're going through this, but like, listen to this, you know. And it's just a way of relating, and also encouraging, in my point of view. But I guess again, I don't know if I'm awkward when it comes to relationships. I think I am. But I don't think I'm awkward. I think I just need to find people who are like me. But I am really proud of myself. And I get down on myself sometimes, because I'm just, like, we're just chilling right now in life, you know? We're not doing too much, and it's nice. And I deserve that, because, you know, we've moved 6 times, me and the tiny human. I've moved pretty consistently, pretty regularly for the past 15 years or so. Whether it was into institutions or, you know, states. Even when I was in LA, I moved a lot in LA. I lived in like 5 or 6 different places in LA, and was homeless for a minute. That wasn't just me though. But anyway, I am really proud of myself, and I just wanted to get on here and acknowledge. But that's just like the past 10 years or so. I've really been doing a lot of like healing my inner child, but like my inner teenager too, for the past few years. Like, once we got into this house specifically, like once we got into this one, I was really able to just like delve into my trauma and, like, you know, just fucking take it out, like it's like or integrate it. I guess I'm integrating it, but it's been a really intense life. And I often, you know, because I don't have anyone calling me or being like, I'm proud of you, literally no one, I have to say it to myself. Oh shit, I have a low battery. Sometimes I just feel like I haven't done anything, you know? And that's another thing I had to heal, was that need for external validation. I'm actually uncomfortable making this video I'm not asking for praise, I'm just putting it here because it's Mercury retrograde and I don't want to carry any of this shit forward. I want to fully integrate my badassery. I've always been such a happy, helpful, loving, fun person. And there were a lot of years that I wasn't able to do that. I used to have such a fucking, well, I think it's back. I don't know, because I don't really talk to people. But I used to have such a inappropriate, like, deadpan humor. Like, I've been told multiple times that I should be, like, a stand-up comedian. And... but, like, I lost that for a long time because I was going through such darkness. And I just want to say here for the record, I had so many dark nights, especially in that marriage, that I didn't think I was gonna make it through the night, you know. And this was all pre-Nile. I mean, there were nights postpartum, like, really, oh, you hear that thunder? Like, postpartum, there were nights that I didn't think I would make it, but, like, before that, I have had my fair share of, like, exorcist moments, like, just in the fetal position, on all fours, on my knees, like, screaming, because of the, I mean, that specific, I remember the one time that happened, that specific time was because of the emotional abuse that I was going through with baby daddy. The way that he was treating me was so fucking insane. Like, and he pushed me to that point of reactive abuse, and I lost it, like, on myself. I have never been in such despair in all of my life, and I will never ever allow anyone that control over me ever again. So I just want to say, if you are going through anything like that, if you've had any of those nights that, like, you cannot get through, like, you cannot believe you woke up from because someone has treated you so terribly, and, like, people around you don't fucking believe you, yeah, I get it. I believe you. I've never really shared that, but I remember that night so vividly. I was on all fours screaming, and I was just, whew, that was intense. The abandonment that I felt in that moment was beyond anything I would wish on anyone. It was truly horrible. And then I went on to have a kid with him. Yeah. And now he comes here, but I just kicked him out. He keeps trying to talk to me. I'm kind of not into it right now. It's Mercury retrograde, and I just don't, you know, I want to heal this shit and leave it behind. I don't want to let these people have power over me. So also, if you can avoid having a child with someone who is ridiculously abusive to you, try that. don't follow my path on that one. I love my son very much, but I was incredibly unhealed when I chose the father of my child. So, whoops. Again, something I survived. I think one of the things that helps me out a lot is, like, you've survived 100% of the days. And like I said, like, my life right now is super chill. I get grumpy, and, like, sometimes still react, but even then, like, even now, I'm really, really aware of my triggers. I'm really aware, I'm very self-aware at this point in my life, because of the trauma. Like, because of the insane shit that I've been through. But yeah, I don't pick partners very well, and I never even really dated either. And I'm still not, I mean, I've been celibate since I was pregnant. I have not been with anyone. I have not tried to be with anyone. I remember like a couple years ago I joined a dating site because I was like, oh, I'm so bored, I wish I had some friends. And then I was like, it was when we were in Cottonwood, and I was like, I got on there and I'm like, oh my god, no thanks. And then I'll like get on every once in a while. I mean, I haven't been on a dating site in a long time because now they like murder people. But like, you know, I would get on and like just talk to folks, and I think a lot of the guys I would talk to like wanted that too, just someone to talk to for a day, you know. I never met up with anyone. I don't think I would, not that way. But anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you this. I don't even know if I'm straight. I'm celibate right now. I'm a demisexual. Like, it has to be someone like that's really intelligent that I would like want to be with. I don't know why I'm telling you this. This is really embarrassing. Okay, I want to stop now. So I'm getting ready to get back out there. I guess that's why, because that's what's coming for me next. I know that business is going to be booming pretty soon. I know that I'm going to be carrying out my ideas. I know that I'm continuing to build this foundation that I've started. I know that I'm going to continually have to headbutt some fucking narcissists here and there. Not literally. And I know that eventually I will receive the love that I've given. Because, like, it's absolutely absurd that I have not received back what I've put out in the universe. I actually just so again, if you're someone who's in an abusive relationship or just got out of one or thinks you might be in one, that's a stage of it. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here. You can email me anytime. It's ascendingwithashley@gmail.com, and I will email with you for free. I don't care about that. But I wrote some affirmations here. This is like my my goals and manifestation journal. And I've been using it since the end of last year. Oh, about a whole year. Exactly a whole year. Wow, I started this on 8/23. That's tomorrow. So this is like when I was starting my LLC and stuff. So anyway, I wrote some affirmations in the front just to make it cute. And this is the one about love that I've been repeating to myself. My ability to love is why I believe in it. Because as someone who's never received adequate love from parents, siblings, friends, family, community, you name it, I've always given it freely and excessively, and have never received it the way that I deserve it. And that's another one, you know, we accept the love we think we deserve, and that's like, I've had such low self-esteem all my life, and you know, up until 5 months ago I couldn't figure out why. Now we know why. Mother wound. But yeah, it's been a journey. I've overcome everything. And not only have I overcome it, I've integrated it as a part of me, and also, you know, not turned into a monster. I could have easily become a horrible person because of the things I've experienced, but that was never... I really exist in the world as someone who wants to be the light, right? And I had to go through so much darkness in order to be the light, and I'm really grateful for my path. I'm really grateful for my journey. I wouldn't change anything, because I wouldn't be as strong and self-knowing and again badass as I am now. But I do want peace, love, and harmony. Like, those are things that I believe to be true, that I want more than anything, and that path through hell is over. You know, there's always going to be conflicts, like I said, but I have come to a place in my life now at the ripe age of 37, and I don't feel like I'm 37, I feel like I'm like 23, because that was the year that the shit went down, you know. And so ever since that was the year that everything changed. 2009, that was the year that everything changed. Everything. And I'm finally back to the person I was, but also am the person I am today because of everything I've been through in that 15 years. But like, that was a fight for life, bro. That shit was not easy. And it's not supposed to be, but anyway, I am gonna run out of time. I really appreciate you being here. For the haters watching who are rolling your eyes and being like, nah, 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 fuck off. You have no idea. And for those of you who are watching this and in need of support, again, you're welcome to email me. I'm available. You don't have to know me. I exist on this planet to support others, again, the way that I have never been supported. And I would love to find more people who resonate with that. I think that us who do experience the world that way, in relationship and community, really need to find each other and connect. So I'm always here, always. When you come across this, email me and we can start a little community. Alright? Have a good one, y'all. Thank you so much for listening. And hopefully I can continue moving forward without having to go back anymore. But you've survived 100% of the days that you have also been dealt. So have a good one.